Psalm 119, Day 18, A Light to My Path. We'll be reading verses 105 through 112. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my way. I have sworn an oath and confirmed it to keep your righteous rules. I am severely afflicted. Give me life, O Lord, according to your word. Accept my freewill offering of praise, O Lord, and teach me your rules. I hold my life in my hand continually, but I do not forget your law. The wicked have laid a snare for me, but I do not stray from your precepts. Your testimonies are my heritage forever, for they are a joy to my heart. I incline my heart to perform your statutes forever to the end. Our thoughts today center around verse 105. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. I have been fascinated with the night sky for as long as I can remember. In childhood, I can recall staring up at the sky in absolute wonder. Several years ago, I visited a planetarium. As the program began, the narrator explained that it would take on average 30 minutes or more for our eyes to truly acclimate to the darkness, having come in from outdoors and the sunshine. So the faintest lights up in the ceiling would not be visible until our eyes adjusted to the darkness. It was only then that he was able to show us some of the more amazing details of the night sky. I have been in the depths of caves on tours, and as long as there are lights, you can see. But once all the lights were extinguished, no matter how hard I let my eyes adjust, I could not see. As they say, it was darker than the inside of a coal miner's pocket. Vision is based on the receptors in our eyes reacting to the light coming through the pupil. But one need not be a scientist to understand that in order to see, we need light. We often don't need much light to see in the night. Once our eyes adjust, we can navigate down a sidewalk, a road, or a path with relative ease. However, we can often overlook those toe catchers in the dark. You know, the little lift in the sidewalk or a hole in the road or an obstruction on the path. Now think of those large open manholes or edges of a ditch we can't see. Not just toe catchers, but life-threatening incidents. That's when one wishes they had a lamp or a torch to guide them. Do you get the picture that the psalmist has painted for us here in our verse today? There are two aspects that are shown for us here. First, it is God's word that is a lamp to his feet, that which guides him on the immediate path of his feet. Then the light to the path, that direction in which our life is headed. Each of the two is important in its own right. Without a light, we would stumble along the path and become prey to every danger lurking. Further, without light, we are clueless in the dark as to the direction we're going. Only with light can we begin to travel safely and with purpose. David writes in the 28th Psalm, "For it is you who light my lamp. The Lord my God lightens my darkness." The metaphor of light and darkness is one often used by God to make man understand. In Matthew's Gospel, this is used quite effectively to show the effects Jesus had on the world. We find in Matthew chapter 4, the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, the way of the sea beyond the Jordan, Galilee of the Gentiles. The people dwelling in darkness have seen a great light, and for those dwelling in the region and shadow of death, on them a light has dawned. In fact, this is the very thing John writes about in his gospel about Jesus. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. John chapter 1, verses 4 through 5. And further in verse 9, the true light, which gives light to everyone, was coming into the world. Have you let that light shine on your way? And Lord willing, we'll see you again tomorrow.